It's Rashika and Kipp from your HRC CVR team. We hope you're doing well today. We also hope those motivational Monday emails that are going out every week have been a help to you and reminding you to take care of yourself and prioritize you. We are in the midst of a very busy time right now. We are in election season, down to the last couple of weeks, and we're also in the midst of a global pandemic. So we wanted to remind you all today to take care of yourself, and we have a couple of things that you can do to really keep in mind and remember how to take care of yourself throughout the day. So one is to curate your information sources. And what this means is basically we have a lot of messages coming at us all day. We have social media, we have the 24-hour news cycle, we have what's ever going on in our family life and our professional life and with our friends. So it's a lot to handle. So one thing we can do is really be intentional about where we're getting our information from. Now, of course, we need to stay in the loop on what's going on in our personal world and the world around us, but we can really decide which things to pay attention to. So for example, in the mornings, I used to check my phone first thing in the morning, look at my all of my apps. I would turn on CNN and listen to that, as I'm getting ready each morning. And then I realized that that was causing me a lot of anxiety from the moment I woke up. So what I decided to do was get into my morning routine and not look at my phone for the first 30 minutes to an hour, and just let myself kind of settle into the day. And then I would choose one source of news to pay attention to, and so that I know what's going on, but I'm not bombarding myself. The other thing is social media has a lot of chatter. And if you realize that's not serving you like you need it to, just be intentional about how often you're checking your social media. For me, I like to check mine later in the day so I can get a view of everything that's been going on, but I'm not checking it throughout the day and working up my nerves. So curate your news sources. The second thing is self-talk. You are the most important person you talk to every day. And it's really important that you speak purposefully to yourself. So for some people, we don't talk to ourselves at all during the day. We just have our thoughts. But one thing it's important to do is actively talk to yourself and be very aware of what you're saying to yourself. So right now we're in a period of high anxiety. We have election season, we have a global pandemic, we have all of the things that are going on in our personal and professional lives. And we can often feel, and our mind can give us the impression that we're always under threat. So that means, we can go outside, we see other people wearing masks, and that's an immediate trigger. I'm under attack. I have a threat close to me. So that's something that, we may not consciously realize, but our mind is recording all the time, and that can affect our stress and anxiety levels. So self-talk during those precious moments of calm and clarity throughout the day is going to be really important. And what that means is throughout the day, just reminding yourself to say, I'm present right now. I'm okay right now. I'm doing fine right now. And what that does is first, it gives you a moment to calm down and settle into that moment of calm. But it also starts to train your brain to not see everything as a threat. And overall, over time, you're going to be able to manage your stress and anxiety a little better. And you're not going to always feel as antsy as some of us may feel right now during this time. So those are two things that you can do to really take care of yourself throughout the day. And Kipp is going to give you the other two tips to keep in mind.
Hey, Rashi, thank you so much for the tips that you gave. I want to talk really about two other things related to physical activity and building in breaks for yourself. We've talked a lot about self-care, and I think one of the things that we'll want to tell you about is think about self-care in another way. Think about self-care as you all in your whole, group around you taking care of each other, making it a priority. So all of these things that we've talked about so far related to curating your sources and the self-talk, make it a priority for everyone in your family so everyone kind of understands that we are a whole group that is caring for each other. So my first one is physical activity. No, I'm not asking you to run a marathon or to spend hours and hours in the gym, but I do want you to think about what can you do during the day to actually get the blood moving. You know, when you get up and you move around, those endorphins are moving, your blood gets moving, you actually are shedding the anxiety and the stress that Rashika spoke about. So that's what we want you to think about. What can you do? Is it walk around your block? Get up and walk around your apartment. Take your kids out for a walk. All of those things are things that you can do. Anything that can actually get you up and moving to actually kind of be intentional about shedding some anxiety and shedding some stress on yourself. Prioritize it. And then the next thing is about building in breaks. Building in breaks is really important. One of the things that you do about this building in breaks, it actually helps you kind of reflect and stop, because we're all in this moment of go, 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 go. And I don't think that we're actually realizing that we're taking on a lot of this anxiety and stress that Rashika spoke about. So building in breaks is important. And when we think about building in breaks, think about these two things. What is restful to you? What just brings you calm? Like this background that I'm seeing on this beach is making me calm. What is that? What brings you calm, and what kind of gives you just a breath to exhale? Or my favorite, what brings you joy? What do you do that puts a smile on your face? For me, I want to put on some music and I want to dance in my living room. That brings me joy. So figure out what that is and incorporate that into your daily schedule so that you can really have some time to kind of reflect, relax, and also, as we talked about before, just shed that anxiety and stress that is holding you, that you don't even realize, because it's in your body, it's in your emotions, and that you've got to release it in order for yourself to be the best that you can be. So we hope that these tips helped you out. We're going to go through them one more time. Curate your information, self-talk, physical activity, build in breaks. Those are your tips for this time. We thank you so much for joining us today. Remember, you are the one the world has been waiting for. Thank you so much. Let's get going. Let's win these elections. Thank you all so much for all your work. Have a good day.